Hey everyone, it's Ziggy here, and it's my favorite time of year again. That's right, the Epcot Food and Wine Festival is here. I recently tried all 35 food and wine booths, and I've put together a list of the top 10 or so dishes from the 2017 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Hey, there's way too many good things to just limit myself to 10. I want to help you so that when you come to Food and Wine, you'll already know the best snacks to get. My list is in no particular order. Let's start out with number 1. Starting out at number 1, we have the Lobster Roll from Hops and Barley. This is one of my yearly favorites, and it seems like it gets better and better every year. Everything about this is a win, from the big quantity of lobster chunks on the roll to that perfect mix of mayo butter the lobster is coated with. So fresh and so much quality lobster in here, this is something I have to get every time I go. Our number 2 item is the bushberry shrimp from Australia. I'm always a sucker for a good shrimp dish, and the flavors here are out of control. I feel like this is one of the most overlooked and best bargains at the Food and Wine Festival. It comes with 4 big shrimp and costs only $5.25, which is a great deal. The sauce that they use is awesome. It's a tomato-based marinade and it has such a wonderful flavor. Just a FYI, it is a bit spicy though, but if you like some kick, this one is going to be perfect for you, and it's gluten-free. Number 3 is the teriyaki glazed Spam hash in Hawaii. Now trust me guys, I wasn't intending on liking this. I really tried my best not to, but everything about this dish was perfect. The potatoes were cooked perfectly, not overdone or undercooked. It's full of peppers and scallions, and the Spam didn't taste anything like I remember Spam tasting like in the past. The teriyaki and mayo sauces mixed in were just great, and the whole thing worked. Skip the slider, get the Spam hash instead. Next up on our list of the top dishes from the Food and Wine Festival is the La Passion Martini Slush in France. This is an awesome drink, one of my all-time favorites. It's made with vodka, Grey Goose le Citron, cranberry, and passion fruit juice. And they don't go skimpy on the alcohol here, guys. It's also one of the most refreshing drinks at Food and Wine, and is a perfect drink to take with you for a stroll around World Showcase. Number 5 is the beef tenderloin tips in Africa. This is another one I wasn't really expecting to like right away, but it turned out to be absolutely one of the best Food and Wine snacks this year. The dish is great, but probably the spiciest we tried the whole time at Food and Wine, so be prepared. If you like spicy though, you're going to find that the meat is incredibly tender and delicate, even with a deeper layer of seasoning than only spicy. Speaking of good beef dishes, this next one is one that I can never go home without trying at least once, and it's the grilled beef skewer in Patagonia. The meat is really tender and flavorful, but I think it's that chimichurri sauce that really gets me coming back year after year. All that garlic, parsley, cilantro, and oil makes the meat fantastic. Chocolate lovers beware, the liquid nitro chocolate almond truffle at the Chocolate Studio is the stuff of legends. The presentation is amazing. Make sure to watch as the chef dunks the smooth chocolate mousse into the liquid nitrogen, which flash freezes the outside immediately. It's then covered in a whiskey-flavored caramel sauce and white chocolate crumbles. That rich, dark chocolate just melts in your mouth. Did I tell you that it's gluten-free? Life doesn't get any better than this, does it? Number 8 are the Seared Scallops from Coastal Eats. If there's a scallop dish at the Food and Wine Festival, it's always going to be one of the first ones I go for. I can't believe the bargain on this specific dish either, because for only $6 you get 3 really good-sized scallops. The scallops themselves are incredibly tender, they cut like butter and melt in your mouth. You also have to try the loaded Greek nachos in Greece. If you hadn't told me before eating them that these weren't even made with real meat, I would have been shocked. Everything was great here. The meatless sausage crumbles, the pita chips, the feta cheese, and the tzatziki sauce. The portion was also huge. Look at the way it's overflowing from my dish. Being a vegetarian never felt so good. Number 10 is the classic lime margarita in Mexico. There are other flavors of margaritas here, but the classic lime is quite possibly the best margarita I've had in my life. You can tell all the ingredients are fresh, no bottled lime juice here, and it's the perfect blend of tequila and juice. Lots of salt on the rim, which is a must. Words escape me trying to describe just how delicious this is. Number 11 is the spezzatino con polenta in Italy. Not usually what comes to mind thinking about Italian cuisine, but polenta, when done right, is one of the best things you've ever tasted. The spezzatino is basically thick beef stew served on top of the polenta, which has Parmesan cheese mixed throughout, making it super creamy and smooth. Number 12 is the apple strudel in Germany. I don't have too many desserts on my list, but the apple strudel for me was a must. The dough is flaky and crispy at the same time and sprinkled with sugar. The inside is full of apples and has just the right balance of tart and sweet. You can even find pieces of raisins mixed throughout, which I love in my strudels. And make sure to dip each bite in the incredible vanilla sauce that comes with it. Number 13 is the black pepper shrimp with garlic noodles in China. Always a top food and wine dish for me. I never get tired of eating these. Very simple, yet so addictive. Cooked in the Szechuan style, it's another food and wine snack on the list that's a bit spicy due to the chili pepper flakes used in preparation, so be prepared. This combo, though, is one that never gets old and is a must-stop every year, hands down. Next on the list is a brand new item to the Food and Wine Festival this year, the Pomegrante beer at Brewer's Collection. Now, I'm not a beer drinker, but this thing has me converted. If you're familiar with the equally delicious grapefruit beer also served in Epcot, then you're going to love this one too. It's a beautiful, deep red color, yet light and refreshing to the palate. You can really taste the pomegranate flavors in there too. Now, I never make a trip around World Showcase Lagoon without one. Number 15 is the crispy pork belly in Brazil. Now, I could just write pork belly, and that would be a good enough reason to stop here, but there's so much more to it. The pork belly is perfectly crisp outside, but moist and tender inside. Plus, the accompanying side of black beans and fresh tomatoes and onions put it right over the top. Don't even try to resist, it's futile. Besides, gluten-free means healthy, right? Number 16 is the smoked corned beef from Flavors from Fire. This may be new, but it's climbing the list of the best snacks at Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. It's impossible not to start drooling just thinking about eating this. Warm potato crisps, topped with tender, juicy smoked corned beef, and then smothered in a creamy Parmesan sauce. I had serious regrets about agreeing to share this with others. This is the perfect Epcot food and wine snack and is enough to break the willpower of even the strongest-willed dieter. But why would you even be on a diet in Walt Disney World anyways? Don't you know calories don't count here? Last on our list is the carrot cake and cream cheese icing from Hops and Barley. Since we started out at Hops and Barley, why not finish out the top 10 or top 17 list there? Let's be clear, I don't even like carrot cake, but all it took was one bite for me to change my mind. This is so moist and has chunks of nice caramelized, crunchy carrot in there. Then it's totally, and I mean totally, covered in a sweet cream cheese icing, which is unbelievable. When you finish your lobster roll from number 1, make sure to finish off your meal here and satisfy that sweet tooth. So that wraps up our top 10 or so dishes at the 2017 Epcot Food and Wine Festival. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like as it really helps my channel, and write me a comment below telling me your favorite food and wine dishes. You can also check out my website ziggyknowsdisney.com for full Epcot food and wine coverage, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with more news, rumors, reviews, and guides to Walt Disney World.